Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Max Rando tournament match. We have tonight TheAlanHeffley versus Dr. J. Here in the booth, your main star of the show is going to be Star, and
Hey everyone.
me trying to be useful.
Uh, yeah, thanks Shadow for that very funny intro. Hi everyone, we've got ourselves Alan and Dr. J. This is round two. This is a 0-1 match. They both lost their round one matches, and they're hoping to pull out a win to give them the best chance they have of moving on to brackets. We have a rather funny hash today. The first thing thought of when I saw that was the word band. And I just have to laugh at Dr. J's file names being Maximum Dorkage by Link. It's just funny. These guys should be starting soon, hopefully, and let's see what kind of nonsense I rolled for them today. Because this is a star special. Waiting on both runners to ready up, I believe, at this
Yeah, it
point.
looks like Alan Heffley's got a little bit of a delay here of some sort.
Yeah.
Kind of was already switching over, so we're just stuck looking at this nice screen with no
Yep.
audio.
Nope. Because Zelda 2 doesn't have file select audio.
Clearly, that needs to be changed in the randomizer.
Yeah, so just kind of waiting around a bit for Alan. In the meantime, I'm going to go take a look and see who did they face off against round one. In round one, Alan lost versus Jay Coper, and Dr. J took a loss to Chromaticalism. So both of them are hoping to pull out a win today. Since two wins are required out of four Swiss rounds to move on to brackets, and you really don't want to be at 0-2 after two rounds of Swiss, because then you would have to pull out two wins in a row to move on. So both these guys really hoping to get that win today. Not too much to be said really at the moment since we're staring at the file select.
I mean, we could talk about how it looks like Dr. J is likely on hardware, while Alan Heffley looks like he might be on emulator.
There is that, because Jay's capture is a little fuzzier.
Or or Alan Heffley is using like an upscaler of some sort, possibly too.
Because this is a very old game, about 34 years old, I believe, at this point. Well, 32, I think. It came out in, I believe, 89. It's been a while. So, and it does kind of show in some ways, although it still remains a fun game even decades later. Yeah, I do believe that is Zelda on the left, and it is a Stelphos on the right for their sprites, and they'll be going shortly, finally. Down here, also the main admin of Z2R. So, admin, see if they can plot a win, or if the admin goes down to Dr. J. And they're going. Reflect Fairy Fire, Glove, Boots, Hammer, Key, and 6 gems. Looks like we have a vanilla map layout. Fantastic. Vanilla shuffled. Hi, GP. They don't have a raft. Alan, that's not helpful. And let me go pull up my vanilla Zelda 2 map so I can go figure out where anything is. 6 gem, 1 life. Yeah, thank you for the catch. As we, okay, Mido has I believe, Reflect. We have that already, so Dr. J's not even going to bother with it. Well, get a health refill. Doesn't have the ability to get, doesn't currently have the ability to get down stab, so just gonna head on out of there for the moment. Okay, Propagate entrance was GP. Alright, so yeah, vanilla shuffle today. So the overall map looks vanilla, but the individual connectors, caves, towns, and all that is shuffled, so it makes for an interesting navigation of the map. Also, did they start with Thunder or did they start with Fairy? Because I realized they might have brain farted it. Okay, one was Mido, to be particular. An additional note so I know where they're going. As I currently try and explore this rather limited map for the moment. It's actually a bridge tile there, surprise! Surprise for Dr. J on the Vanilla Rauru location. I think it was I thought I might have misseen it. I don't want to double check though. So yeah, they started with glove, boots, hammer, any key, reflect, fairy, and six gems and 1 life. So this is an interesting. Oh, and I think 7 heart containers. That's actually 8. Wow. So, an interesting mix of things. Reflect, Fairy, Fire was the 3 spells they started with. So, I completely missed what Alan just picked up. Did you catch that, Shadow? A life, thank you. Yeah, a very useful 1-up when, you only start with 1, so that is handy. And hey, that's a password cave to somewhere that's not the starting area for Alan, which is handy. Dr. J close behind getting to this part of the map. Heading slightly further north than Alan did. Yep, Dr. J is definitely playing on console, because that is an old monitor there. Hey, there's Bagu at least, so that could be a good connection for Dr. J. I'm not sure if Fairy is castable right now on Magic 3. For Alan, it's pretty sure it's definitely not castable for Dr. J on Magic 1. Well, that is Magic 4 for Alan, and a Magic Jar, convenient. Speaking of maybe being able to cast Fairy, Alan might be able to do so now, as Dr. J heads on over here and finds a jump cave here at the Vanilla Raft spot. Let's see where this takes him. Or doesn't bother, actually. It's instead gonna find Rando here, sorry. Doesn't bother checking what the spell is. I'm a little confused by that. In the Vanilla Mido location. And hey, there's a Death Mountain connector, and either Palace 3 or 6, as Alan finds the backside of Saria, which has a spell I did not catch. Yep, in the meantime though, Dr. J has found himself a palace and is gonna clear this out right now. Let's see what this is. Alan's gonna pick up whatever spell this is in Saria, because I completely missed it. And we have... It's just C. Die forever. And that's Shield there in Saria. Handy when you only have one life, as they see Dr. J take a death, using up one of his lives. I believe he's in Palace 3 right now. Not quite sure where this is, but he's somewhere. Yeah, that's always fun, Irene. Although that's an interesting spot. Hi, Palace 4 in the Vanilla Trap 9A according to the map. Actually, I lost track. That's Barba. Never mind. I can't recognize windows apparently today. That is Barba here for Dr. J, meaning this is definitely Palace 6. Vips! Fairly early Barba, also an open air Barba, one of my favorite quirks behind the randomizer is new custom rooms, including some funny new boss rooms. This one's one of my favorites. It's quite funny to see Barba out in the open, even though Barba doesn't actually fly any higher. Would have been funny if Barba did. Barba not being nice to sit spawning for Dr. J. Alan just about managing to cast Fairy before going into the lava there. Nice save. Doesn't have has Reflect because he started with it, so it can be Karak here. This is a miserable attack for Barba for Dr. J. He's been ahead this for a while, and he hasn't even managed to knock a single bar of health off. Jay's gonna be here for a bit. This Barba is a tough one. And okay, there's finally one bar down of health. It took Jay the better part of probably 15 or 20 seconds to get that much down. Yeah, he's gonna be here for a solid minute or so, because this is not a fast Barba. Although the next couple bars are going down a bit easier, that first one took a while. Alan taking a death in P4 is looking at this Doom Knocker and is trying to figure out how to survive. This is not the most fun of times. It looks like they started with downstab, it seems, actually, so that's convenient. Also, boot gloves, so Alan couldn't care less about that glove block there. And the Any Key, they were pretty well equipped on items, at least today, even if they're health. And plenty of health, just not many lives. And Dr. J continuing this very, very slow attack for Barba.
That must have been a quick P6.
Oh yeah, so I custom rooms, by the way, so in case you're curious why Barba's out in the open today.
Oh,
Shadow.
that's what?
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's custom rooms. So we've got yourself here a custom Barba room. And actually, in 4.0, now that you're back, hope your dog's alright, and...
Oh yeah, she just had to go out.
Yeah, so yeah, Shadow taking care of some dog issues, dog things is back, and yeah, I was gonna say, so in 4.0, Shadow is new to 4.0, you in fact have custom rooms, but one of the other big things is that you have randomized that palaces no longer end with a boss. There almost always is at least one more room past it, as you can see here with Dr. J. The items probably somewhere past here. Because this was a very fast Barba. A very slow Barba on attack 4. I think Dr. J spent about 2 minutes on it. But, there's definitely more to be seen here. Alan here has not found either the item or the boss in Palace 4, to the best of my knowledge. Is having some trouble with Doom Knockers, in the meantime. Is having some trouble with Doom Knockers, though. And is getting pretty turned around, also. Hi, Fairy Block for Dr. J, who really couldn't care less. Something that has changed also in 4.0 Shadow is that blocking rooms can appear in any palace, so you can get glove blocked or fairy blocked out of just about anywhere.
Well then, this is not the same as it used to be. It's pretty different.
Yes, it is. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, because I do actually know the differences now. I didn't either for a bit, but I have learned. So there's going to be a lot of rooms like the one Dr. J's in right now that you might not recognize, because it wasn't there in the vanilla game. The various members of the Z2 community have added it. I'll point out some of the more interesting ones as we go. I think this one's custom also for Alan, but it's not the most interesting in the world.
Looked like the fairy room from GP at first.
There are some pretty deceptive custom community rooms, as they're called. I actually don't remember if I've seen a mini-boss room in P6 and 4.0 so far, so I don't know if that can be customized. I'm not sure, actually, because that doesn't come up too much. Oh, that's a game over in P4 for Alan. That's a very long P4 today. And very maze-like. Usually the boss tends to be fairly early, since there's a possibility of there being more of a palace behind the boss. But Karok's quite deep. I don't think we've seen the item either. It's not a great day. Dr. J did Magic 4. Maybe he's found some P-backs here in P6, which has helped him get further. Oh, hi! This is a fun room. It can be done with just a glove, but it takes some very careful jumping here. And a rub stab, it's not the most amusing of rooms to see. That is a custom room, as is this one here.
Although it looks like it's designed for Fairy to be happy in it.
No, that Fairy would also work as well, so there's a few different ways you can get through that room that Dr. J's in right now. But jump actually has potentially more use in jump and any key have more use in settings like this, because Fairy isn't a catch-all anymore, since there are rooms that specifically require both any key and Fairy, or jump and any key, or jump and depending on what the layout is.
But the real question, does everybody get upstab now?
Most people do, yes.
I know that used to be very controversial.
Yeah, but it's more likely now to get upstab blocks in palaces. Some of them are easier to bypass than others. Some of them you just take a look and you end up going, yeah, I need to go back to that. Alan is still not having any luck navigating his P4, found the dead end after the game over, and is now trying again. Because, man, this P4 is a mess! Haven't seen Karok, haven't seen the item. Looks like it might be Karok with the item either right before or right after. Nice save for Alan. That room's not the easiest of the platforms. It's basically the Hammer Cave turned into a palace room, more or less.
This P6 is reminding me of just a GP where you're after Thunderbird.
Yeah, there's that too. But yeah, well, that's one of the things I like about this new update, Shadow. Well, it's been around since December, but relatively new. Is that custom community rooms make these randomizers far more interesting. Hi, Dr. J's out in the open again. And actually, we have an open air Rebanak. I believe this is the first time I've seen a Rebanak in P6 since the new update, so... I guess they can also have custom rooms. I was not honestly sure, as Alan finds Karok and proceeds to promptly game over. Lovely.
Is the Rebanak on the way to the item still, though? Or can it be out of the way?
It is. This is still on the way, and this is the item Rebanak, I think. It's hard to tell, though, because, well, custom rooms! I haven't seen one of these in the new update, so I'm not honestly sure. Dr. J takes a death and needs to go back again. And that is Karok down for Alan in the meantime, finally getting his first gem at 16 minutes. Or depositing his first gem. This is not most randos. Zelda games, you need to deposit the item instead of receive it.
Ooh, I'm kind of wondering if he should have actually gone and gotten the level before placing the gem.
Not honestly sure. I mean, his next one's only 980. Hard to say. And he still wants the item. There's not much left of this palace, I don't think, past Karok. He's seen almost everything else in here. This was quite the trolley P4. So I don't expect the item to take too much longer to find. Watch the palace prove me wrong and it take him another 3 minutes to find it anyway. But nope, it's right here. Hi, Raph! That's a really good find for Alan. Did they both try to mark the Raph at the same time?
Maybe.
Whoops. As Jay finds... I did not... Was that... I think that was a 1-up in P6. Ouch.
Alright, that makes sense. I'm like, it's a skeleton key? That doesn't exist when you have the any key.
Yep, no.
But then I realized he's
a
the skeleton.
Key. That's what it was. It was a regular key. That was
No, I think you were right on the 1-up because it looked like skeleton to me.
That was in the island tunnel entrance, apparently.
Whichever it wasn't useful.
Nope. And Alan is taking this raft tile here over to the eastern continent.
What is with this raft tile?
Ah, yes, that's part of the randomizer too, in the northeast cave. The east is looking very vanilla, also. I'm not sure.
That raft tile wasn't vanilla, though.
Nope, vanilla shuffled as well is what we've got for the east. Fantastic. We've got a town up there on the island. Looks like I'm using all of my vanilla Zelda 2 map that I pulled up today, since we're using it for both the west and for the east. I have no idea where anything is. Since this is shuffled, that is a funny spot for the raft tile, alright. And Hyderunia on the island. It has fire. They start with fire. They don't really need it. Yeah, Darunia on the, so let me scroll my map. On the, vanilla P5 location. Right by the raft tile. With the raft tile itself being the secret 16. That does mean a vanilla river double. It actually blocks something as Dr. J heads for P4. We're not seeing anything new from him for the next while. This is a very maze-like P4, and he's gonna be here for a while.
So wait, is it a vanilla map with everything, like, the locations of things on the map is all randomized?
Correct, that is what vanilla shuffled is.
That would be why there's a random palace at the end of the bridge. Okay, this makes sense now.
Yep, there's true vanilla, and then there's vanilla shuffled, and we definitely have vanilla shuffled today. And unfortunately, I don't think you can sell your Twitch bonus points, Cool J. Would be nice, I have way more than I would know what to do with, but I don't think that's a thing. Okay, that's a funny... Raft tile way deep in the valley, as well as a palace.
I mean, we could put a prediction up. That's a way to get Twitch bonus points selling.
I mean, I guess I could put a prediction of who you think will win this.
No. That's not fun.
I have no idea what Alan just picked up, but it was not visible, so I'm assuming it was a pea bag or something. Not helpful. Dr. J finding this dead end is gonna try and get some experience, and head on out.
We haven't done all of Death Mountain yet, have we? We just started doing it, didn't we?
We saw them take a look at it, but they haven't gone further than that. Oh, that's actually a bridge. Never mind.
Oh wait, my question I was gonna ask is already obvious. You can see it right there.
Yep, that bridge is a one-way bridge, one-tile bridge to nowhere. Lovely. Dr. J's a zombie on no health.
Not far from vanilla too, I noticed.
No, it is not. That is the vanilla location of the town of Rando. It's where I have a working sense of direction. Not really, I just have the map. Now, making use of that hammer is gonna head back south again. Jay continuing in P4. We're not seeing anything new from him. Alan pretty much full cleared this one, and there's a lot of exploring to be done for not much here. That is life in Rando earlier. I did chat mention that. I missed that earlier, but that's not the most helpful. Certainly won't be hunting too hard for that trophy. It looks like Alan will be heading for P6 now. Barba was fairly free, if a bit mean on no health. Just the item just took a while. Well, not mean on low health, mean on low attack. Alan's only got attack 3. I thought attack 4 Barba was bad for Jay. It's going to be even worse for Alan with attack 3. Ouch. And his attack 3 is attack 4 is 980 points, so I don't think Alan's gonna get attack 4 before he beats Barba, which is unfortunate because it's gonna take a bit. Also, it looks like our fire is connected with jump today, because they did start with him. Here's, yep, very immediate Barba. This is also going to really suck. 2320 Barba fight start for Alan. He's going to be here for at least the next 2 to 3 minutes, considering Jay spent 2 minutes on this with attack 4. It's going to take at least as long for Alan to take this down. Barba's not nice. Good thing they have plenty of health, if nothing else. No attack, but at least plenty of health. And Dr. J having a bit better luck than Alan, managing to find Karok without spending 5 minutes in P4 looking for it, because Alan got very turned around.
Well, at this rate, it's going to take him 4 minutes. It took 30 seconds for that first bar.
The rest of it goes down a little faster. The first bar takes the longest on this Barba, but yeah, it still takes like a good 2 to 3 minutes here. Jade not getting as lost as Alan in P4, but is unable to cast Reflect, so is looking for a magic jar drop, I think, here. Not looking for a death, because he doesn't have enough health for it. Might just spells just be even. I think that might be actually Magic 5, which would also do it for a magic refill. And there we go. Barba is finally down for Alan. Took like a minute and a half, so yeah, this is not a fun one. And there's the attack 4 he would have liked earlier, and Alan is bailing out of P6. It's not a bad idea. We know it's gonna pay out because there's just a key in here. Not even any key, just a regular old small key that does nothing. Both streams just started buffering quite badly for me.
Same.
And they both crashed for me. I had this issue yesterday. Lovely!
Well, I just tried refreshing them and it's not cooperating.
Did both streams just crash on you too for the comms page?
No, I think we might have actually lost Dr. J that stream.
Yeah, looks like Dr. J's stream itself might have crashed. Yep, he's showing his offline. We should probably type in their streaming FaceTime chat. Alan's stream is still going though, he's doing a bit of exploration. My comms page just crashed the second day in a row, I don't know why. This happened to me yesterday too. Pretty sure it's not my internet connection going funky, let me double check that. But Alan is just doing some exploration. Finding here the town of Rauru, which has a jump that they don't need. And my internet connection is fine. But Rauru in the vanilla trap 2 locations. I am currently stuck watching off the race stream because the commentary page crashed on me again.
Oh, looks like Dr. J's back.
Hey, that's good. My comms page is not back though. And it's down on both browsers. It's not a browser issue. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's fine on my end now, so it just went a little wonky when we lost Jade for me.
Yeah, no, this is on my end. It happened to me yesterday too. I've got no idea why. Yeah, well, I'm gonna commentate off the restream for a bit as I wait for it. Gonna give it a minute or so. Usually this recovers after a bit. Not sure why it happens, but we'll be alright. Alan's found his way to the Parappa desert side of the map. Must have taken a password cave to get here as I was trying to figure out my issues with the comms page. And he's up 8 back to start. Alright. And yes, that is a pretty funny cat spot, just out there in the water. It's a good spot. And oh, there's the other connector to Death Mountain over on one of the Vanilla Saria locations. Alan going to do some exploration of the east. Hi, Maze Island, actually. That's what that was. And that's P1 here in Maze Island. I completely missed what Dr. J just picked up on Stonehenge, unfortunately. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense, Irene. Yeah, chat, anyone catch the Stonehenge item? Because I managed to completely miss it. And, doesn't help that I'm kinda still stuck with a mildly broken commentary page. And okay, that was the candle. Thank you. You able to track that shadow? Because I currently also don't have tracker access. Yeah, thank you for catching that, chat. As Alan has managed to beat Palace 3. I don't know if he saw the item. Technical issues are fun. It's fun. Alright, let's see. Jay's now exploring some of Death Mountain, which looks to be just vanilla-like, nothing particularly fancy here. Alan's wandering a bit around the east. Hi, old Kasuto, which turns out to have spell test today. In the, let's see, where is this?
That the spell?
Yeah, that's a spell. Didn't quite catch where old Kasuto is. God love my non-existent sense of direction. I don't know. Yeah, okay, just up in the northeast there, looks like. Funtown, there's not a settings command, it's just, just about everything's randomized. Today we have a 6 gem where they started with glove, boots, hammer, eddy key, reflect, fairy, fire, 6 gems, 1 life, 8 hurts, and downstab. This is not Rando for OTR. And they're currently just exploring the map, looking for items, looking for palaces, about the universe Z2. And I am dealing with tech issues, because of course I am. Also, I guess I'm gonna go download Firefox, because that seems to work with this. Yeah, sometimes ad blocker. Twitch has been particularly irritated with ad blockers as of late, unfortunately. Not too much to be done there. Firefox has now been installed. Let me sort out something so I can hopefully get the comm speed back. As Alan has found his way to Maze Island, is back in Maze Island looking for a few things. Just looking for items, I assume, at this point, and Jay is in Death Mountain. So Alan's still looking for items in Maze Island. Dr. J's still looking around Death Mountain. I'm not sure if he's seen either item here. Irene, they've had the hammer. They start with the hammer, so that's not recent. And Fentown, the Maze Island can link to any witch with shuffle connectors. Maze Island can lead to the others by bridge or by cave, by raft tile. It could be a few different things. And there could be other continents. Like the west could connect to the east by way of a bridge. It depends.
Wow, the River Devil was not the only thing being in this, narrow canyon here.
Yep. As Dr. J is still in Death Mountain, has found his way to Hammer Cave. Let's see what this is. I am just going to be stuck on having enough restream, so Shadow, if you could track that would be much appreciated, because I don't currently have the trackers available to me. Gotta love a crash commentary page, because it's being buggy, as we do see Nukasudo, which has Thunder here for Alan. And you can in fact get the item with as few items as he does, and that is a magic jar, so that is handy. Magic jar, 7th magic jar, has 6 magic jars, got a 7th there, so can't complain.
And then a little magic, refill over in Hammer Cave.
Lovely. There's Thunder. I'd like to buy a foul. That is 71 cost Thunder on Magic 5. Not the cheapest, but it is castable is the best one. That's the main point here. And just gonna go check out what the Spell Tower has as well.
Not even a 500-point feedback.
Just a 100-point feedback. Ouch. Alright, that is Nukasudo done as Hi, ZeldaSpeedRuns with you with a party of 45! Welcome in to another Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando tournament match here between TheAlanHeffley and Dr. J PhD. We're about 40 minutes into a 6-gemmer seed. They started with a load of items. They started with Glove, Boots, Hammer, Any Key, Reflect, Fairy, Fire, 6 gems, 1 life, Fate, Hurts, and Downstab. Alan just picked up the cross, if someone is tracking that. I am currently stuck with tech issues, so Shadow, could you get that if you have the time? And we're just currently on the hunt for some items, some locations, really. A couple different things at the moment. Nukasudo being in the vanilla secret point. Let's see, does not have a flute yet, I don't believe, or he does, never mind. Can't remember where he found that, but the flute, Red Rock has Palace 5 today. It's called Tech Issues, I'm afraid, Starfall. I can't track because I don't currently have the tracker links up. Yeah, welcome into our trackers. Apologies for the tech issues aside, this has been a pretty interesting race. 6 gemmer, you start with a bunch of items. Both the west and the eastern continents are vanilla with shuffled connectors, so that's been fun to navigate. Death Mountain looked to be just fairly vanilla-ish. This island is actually vanilla-like. And at the moment, we're just kind of looking for palaces, for items. I apologize for the good tracker at the moment, but it is what it is. And, yeah, Palace 5 here for Alan. Hey Krista. That was an earlier race. No spoilers, please, but we did have a race going on earlier on ZeldaSpeedRuns main between, Randomizer and J. Cooper. Hope that went well. Did go very interestingly? Yeah, fair enough, Krista. Things over here. It's a 6 gemmer. It's they start with a load of items. It's an 8 heart containers, but only 1 life, so that's been a fun time. Currently looking for palaces to beat. Looking is the main thing. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Alan here in Palace 5. Let me track down the tracker links, just manually track because of the embedded, because of the technical issues. I'm a little clunky. Alright, what was needed? I believe Horsehead got beat in... Horsehead got beat in, the cross got picked up, alright. And trophy got picked up from I have no idea where. For Alan, chat mind letting what needs to be updated on Dr. J's tracker. Palace 5 continuing for Alan. Dr. J's doing some exploration of somewhere. I'm not quite sure which particular spot on the map. Yeah, there is that, but I'm still trying to see if there's anything that's missing because we've been a little sidetracked due to technical problems. feedbacks have been very generous. Alan up to 456. Dr. J's did a pretty decent amount too. We'll see how many. 666. Very nice indeed. And hey, I think I might have finally gotten the comments page to load. Took a while, but it's back. And here's Guma! Dr. J, you've been to P6 already. Alan taking a death on Guma. Pretty much. That's a fun way of putting it, but you're not wrong. Irene. And I do apologize to anyone who does watch this pod back on the VOD. Technical issues making it difficult for me to commentate, but that seemed to be fixed now, so I'm going to just commentate like normal, as Alan here is still on Guma, almost there. We'll just need to not die, and manage to do it! Hooray! Taking attack 5 here, and we'll be depositing his 5th gem at 48 minutes. Yeah, Guma does look kind of like a gorilla when this hurts, right? That is true. Alright, that is done for Ellen. Looking to head for Palace 2. Believe I've managed to completely forget where Palace 3 was. Apparently here. And so Ellen's now gonna go beat this palace. If he hasn't beaten it already, I've track a bit due to the issues. And then is gonna head on off. That is a good question, Irene. I do not know. Apparently it might have been, yeah, I don't think Atlan's beat Palace. He definitely hasn't beat Palace 3 because this is Rebanak. Alright, unmarking it. And alright, there we go. Now Palace 3 is down for Ellen. Posting hit is actually his 5th gem at 51 minutes. At this point, I believe he should know that his, he should know that his Palace 2 is in the Valley of Death and should be heading on over there soonish. This 3 having been in Secret 19. Hey, Trails. So, 6 gemmer. They start with a zillion items. Vanilla shuffled for both west and east has proven to be interesting for navigations. And, yeah, I myself have had a lot of tech issues. I don't actually know much of what's been going on for the last, 20 or so minutes, unfortunately. Currently, Alan needs to get back to the Valley of Death for his Palace, 2? That'll be his final palace. Dr. J, I'm honestly not sure what he's been doing for the last while.
Isn't he currently going through the Valley of Death right now?
They need to find a cave that gets up the palace too, and I don't think we've seen it yet. He's in a different part of the Valley of Death, and connector caves are being a little funny. There we go, Alan's found it. Yep, 1 life. They at least started with 8 heart containers, so it's not been the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not been the best.
Is Thunderbird required with this flag set?
Not hard record, but the game might just put it in your way anyways. It's not guaranteed at any rate. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Trails. And hey, we have a prediction going now. Will Thunderbird be required? Question for chat. So if you want to bet some channel points on, have at it. But, Dr. J, continuing to wander around the map a fair bit, has not actually been any more palaces. I'm not honestly sure what's happened to him in the last while due to various technical issues. I believe he's still hunting for his flute. I can't remember where Ellen found it, but that is something that Dr. J is missing and kind of needs at this point. As Alan finally finds Helmet Head here. Well, not finally, it didn't take him too long. Pretty squishy Helmet Head 2 here on attack 5. And that's Alan's 5th gem at 55 minutes. Not too bad.
Isn't that his 6th gem?
Or 6th gem, sorry, I can't count.
Guess I gave a little too much time on that prediction, because, yeah.
I mean, let's see how long this GP takes, because GP is still the great equalizer.
Well, but, if we see Thunderbird very quickly, then we know the answer.
Not necessarily, you have to see both Thunderbird and Darkling to confirm it.
Well, I mean, if, like, the next room happens to be Thunderbird.
True. Also, this is a little bright here. Oh my goodness, this is not the easiest of the eyes.
That is one of those weird ones where the eyes are,
Yikes.
And we're still going left.
That was the only path you could take from start.
Yeah, I know. We're still doing it.
Well, yeah, because where else will you go? It's the only path you can take.
I mean, wouldn't you expect another elevator by now?
No, apparently not. got a pretty even split here between Thunderbird being required or not. Oh, that's a fun room. Jump scare by a big bot, knocking Alan into the lava. Thankfully, has one life, and it's gonna. And I think he is just gonna carry on through because he does not want to get knocked into the lava. Because jeez, that big bot's a jump scare and a big troll. Yeah, Irene, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is a very, very bright mint for a GP today.
And the tile set is not a fun one to see either.
No, the tile set's just making it worse.
Oh, 700-point P-bags are nice.
And the game's been fairly generous with dropping those. There is a reason why Jay's on 667 and Alan's at the same.
Like, I thought I was seeing 7s, but I was not paying enough attention before, and that time I was seeing it the whole time. I was like, yep, that is a 7.
Dr. J still on, I believe, a flute hunt. Gonna pop into Palace 1 now, at least. Then Dr. J got pretty badly trolled by the map today, from what I can figure out. Tech issues aside, Dr. J getting trolled a bit by the vanilla maps. Connectors, not entirely sure it shows, because unfortunately my commentary page is entirely broken for a good 20 minutes of the seed, so now I was trying to commentate and deal with tech issues at the same time, so I track a little bit of what happened with Dr. J during the middle part of this race. But I do remember him spending quite a while on Death Mountain too, which hasn't helped because he didn't find anything there.
He seemed to do a lot of wandering.
Yeah, he did a lot of wandering. It's a vanilla overworld with shuffle connectors as well. It's vanilla shuffle today who trails, and Dr. J seems to have gotten pretty confused. Both the west and the east are vanilla shuffle today, and I don't think it's helping Jay as he finds a magic shard in Key 1. Not helpful. And oh goodness gracious, the game's glitched out for Alan. Lovely.
Is that a randomizer version 4 problem?
Okay, the enemy randomizer overloaded the graphics, I think that's a rare one. Yeah, I'm not sure either, Trails, as to what exactly happened to Jay, but he's gotten pretty bamboozled by vanilla shuffle today. And we're in a loop here for Alan. This is going nowhere. At least I don't think it is. It might be wrong, though. Yeah, this is looking good for T-Bird being required, but with this not particularly friendly layout is... Ooh, that is a game over for Alan. At the start. Oh yeah, absolutely, Irene. I forget what the vanilla Z2 map looks like all the time. I have a map open on my second monitor to reference because I don't remember where things are in the vanilla map. Alan might be farm lives, but I'm not sure where you can get them. I don't know if we've seen many. I think I've seen maybe 1 or 2 drops. It's really just a couple of randomized items being one up. They haven't had a lot of them. They're not the freest thing in the world today. They are in the drop pool, just... Do you really want to go grinding for them? Thank you, Starfall. I assume this is a, link to, that graphical glitch. Yep, I see what you mean. I think I did this the first time around. They said, yeah, casting a spell on the... Breaking up a giant bot, casting a spell, and then turning them all into chickens. Glitch the game! That's a funny one. Alan dealing with some more chickens, not being particularly nice. There we go, they've committed suicide. Now he can get down the elevator in peace as Dr. J takes down Horsehead and is out. Feathers stick together indeed. Oh man. That was a very odd graphical glitch. Setting it as we do finally see Thunderbird here for Ellen. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's the other thing. I believe that that's a death for Alan. I wasn't sure if that was a death or game over, but just a death. Right, that reminds me. So one thing that has been changed in 4.0 is the enemy that spell changes enemies into has been randomized. I think in that case, apparently Chicken Knights. So fun. Dr. J continuing his hunt for that flute, and Thunderbird is not required. That's a dead end. So back he goes, because he needs to take a different route. Because that is definitely, yes, that was an immediate dead end after Thunderbird. Thunderbird was not required today. Not in the slightest. And let me pick the outcome. Thunderbird is not required. So congrats to everyone who bet that Thunderbird was not required, because he gets some channel points out of it. It was a pretty close split, so you don't get a ton of points out of it, but it is at least a little bit. My high score, lol, Trails. Lol. That works, Irene. And Alan continuing to take a wander around this GP as Dr. J continues to wander around this overworld. I've genuinely got no recollection of where Alan found his flute, but I think Dr. J's in fairly moderate to serious need of it at this point. Although, maybe he's finally gotten it, I think. Yeah, I think he finally got it in Maze Island is where it was. Looks like by his personal tracker. And he's just continuing to wander the overworld. I think Jay is very confused by the map today. He'll be picking up Thunder here in New Kasuto. Yeah, he has it now. He didn't have it earlier, I'm fairly sure. Never gonna sell indeed. And here we go. Finally, we have a Dark Link for Alan. Here at an hour and 6 minutes. We'll be done shortly. And there we go. GG's to Alan, finishing up first place with a time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 49 seconds. GG's. Better to be lucky sometimes, was his comment, indeed. Alright, we'll see if we can get Alan for an interview. Looks like Dr. J is continuing, at least for the moment. And Dr. J continuing to explore the overworld a bit. Not quite sure where he's going right this moment. Ah, he's found his way to Valley of Death, and we'll be getting to Palace 2 here now. Don't think Helmet Head was too hard to find, and he needs to get to Palace 3, and Palace 5. Palace 3 also, both of them in the east. Palace 5's in Three-Eyed Rock. Palace 3 is just on the southern coast. And we'll look at Alan in for a quick interview. Alan, sorry, can't read. He won't be in interview, but he will be in chat, though, so we'll be here. So let's say hi to Alan, say GG's, and see what he thought of the seed. And hey, there he is. GG's, Alan. How are you? How was that seed? As you can see, Dr. J is a good couple palaces behind. Yeah, that's Pulsepell and GP with something else. There's a pretty funny clip of that now available. Thank you for posting it, Starfall. That was something. Alright. Yeah, so Dr. J here got pretty lost. It's been a good while in Death Mountain. I think he might have been looking for his flute, but I'm not sure. And, it's been just a lot of time wandering around the overworld. I think he got very confused by the vanilla overworld map, by the vanilla shuffled map today, and that's mainly the difference between the two of you, I believe. I myself got majorly sidetracked by technical issues during the middle of the race, so I'm not 100% sure what all happened, but I do know Dr. J got lost. Yeah, yeah, Helen, yeah. That has been one of the most extreme cases of glitched graphics I've seen in a while with G2R. Just all of those fairy chicken knights just completely glitching out the game. A game is not meant to have 5 of the things on the screen at once. Big heaping bowl of oops, all chickens indeed. Shadow is AFK. I'll go switch audio for us real quick to Dr. J's audio. Yeah, how do you think overall of this seed, Alan? Started with a load of stuff, plenty of health, plenty of hearts, just only one life made it a bit rough, and then vanilla shuffled overworld's always an interesting one to navigate, as okay, that was just a P bag in P2 as it turns out, not too surprising because he started with fate hearts and everything. Shadow's taking care of the dog, so I'm also managing some audio here. Now that my own technical issues are fixed, I can now focus on the research. Hey Shadow, yeah, hey, you're back. Yeah, to be honestly, it wasn't the worst. I've had to fight. Alan wound up fighting Thunderbird and finding an immediate dead end, so it wasn't too bad. Alan, as far as I can figure, despite tech issues, Dr. J got extremely lost today. He spent a long while on Death Mountain, didn't find much of anything in it. Yeah, and Helmet Head is extremely fast on Attack 7. Just a couple of hits and he's gone. Alan didn't spend much time on it either with Attack 5. Yeah, Dr. J seems to have gotten bamboozled by vanilla shuffled Overworld Alan. And didn't help that he spent a ton of time in Death Mountain either. He's had a bit of a rough time with the maps this seed, let's just put it that way. Bone boozled, yeah. You're not wrong, Starfall, you're not wrong. Dr. J currently trying to figure out, where is he going? Where do I want to go next? What's my remaining palaces? Where are they again? Palace 3 is on the southern coast, Palace 5 is in Three-Eyed Rock. Dr. J just needs to get back there, and he is heading in the right direction now, thankfully. Nice, yeah, Alan. That practice definitely paid off, because, it showed with you actually remembering being able to navigate this overworld as Dr. J got so thoroughly turned around that, it's honestly a difference. Like, items were not the main issue. But Dr. J just could not figure out where he was going. I don't think he had his flute for a while. He was just thoroughly turned around, his seed. Lol, Trails, lol. Yeah, Dr. J here does have a ways to go. Duck sausage? I don't know. Trails doesn't know because he only turned it to near the end. I don't know because it's Trails saying it, but something. Yeah, and Irene had issues too. We've all had some tech issues today. I'm not sure what's been up with Twitch, but something has been happening. And at any rate, Dr. J's here in Palace 5. I have no particular memory of how far Guma is. Do you remember how far Guma was, Alan? Yeah, Twitch is being worse than the usual, at least, Alan. Yeah, something else I do want to mention though, Alan, what did you think of that Barba? I think you were on attack 3, Barba? Dr. J was only on attack 4, and it didn't make it much of any better. Barba was really rough today. Large enemies are dropping 1-ups, so I was wondering what was dropping them, yeah. It's been a fun seed. Only having 1 life making a little rough, although you did at least get 1-up drops. 1 life not being the easiest. Saw a few game overs from you and Dr. J. I don't think there are 1-ups in the small drop pool today, Trails, unfortunately. Dr. J, that's a dead end. You need to turn back around. Yeah, just, what do you think of that? Attack 3 Barba is a real rarity. That was funny. As Dr. J continues to explore P5, Guma wasn't too hard. Took a little bit to take down, took a little bit to find, but should be soon enough for Dr. J. As he finds this room. Yeah. Yeah, Chad, it looks like, though, at this point that Dr. J is going to... Yeah, sometimes you do, Alan, sometimes you do. As Dr. J here finds that the item in Palace 5 is just a pea bag. Well, That's not helpful. Doesn't really need everything at this point, just needs to find his way to Guma and beat it. But at this point, it does look like Dr. J is going to take a while between Palace 3, Palace 5, and GP. So we will, so chat once you have, if you have any final, so once we run out of conversation topics here, we're really going to go raid him. So chat, just ask any last questions here. Yeah, Alan. Yeah, the thing with vanilla shuffled overworld is you do need that flute. And almost every time. Yeah, I think Dr. J got trolled by the flute today. He definitely got trolled by the map. I think that included the flute today. And, it hasn't been his best day, I'll say that much. I think your flute turned up when I was getting distracted, unfortunately, so I can't be entirely sure of what all was going on at that point, Alan. But yeah, you did start with almost everything, so you really didn't need much, but you did need that flute. And there was no Pastor Cave past the roof level today, I don't think, so you had to get your flute from Maze Island. Thankfully the bridge itself wasn't too hard to find, you just needed to get there. Flute, very useful in vanilla shuffled, yeah, sounds about right, Alan. Flute, very useful in vanilla shuffled to east. Irene, I think you might have did not get a whisper. I think you might have accidentally whispered some random person who is hogging the star1468 name. I'm star1468 in chat, but actually, but yeah. Continuing to go in P5 here for Jay. But yep, just kind of watching him play out this a bit, but I'm pretty much out of questions really at this point for Alan, so unless Chad has any final thoughts, we're going to go over and go over to probably going to read Dr. J's personal stream and see how he's doing for the end. Shoutouts here in the meantime to the runners, Dr. J and TheAlanHeffley, to our restreamer who's been keeping me at least a little bit company on commentary, Shadow. Shoutouts also to their dog.
Yeah, she's a thing.
Let's see, is pup time around in ZSR2? I can never remember. Wah wah. Nope. Yeah, GG's to the TheAlanHeffley, who is now at 1-1 in Swiss. Just needs to pull off one more win in either the third or fourth round to move on to brackets. We wish him luck. Dr. J down to 0-2, so will need to win both of his next matches in a row to move on. We wish him luck as well. Thank you to chat for watching. And then, check out our schedule here at ZeldaSpeedRuns. We have coming up. Do you want to read that off, Shadow?
There's lots. Like, lots. And I don't actually have the schedule that's important to look at open.
I have it open now, so I'll read it off. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have the Twilight Princess 70% Rent Tournament Rule Slash 3, Winners Bracket Round 1 between the Ethernet Boys and Nico Speeds Pub. Then 2 p.m. Eastern, we have another Twilight Princess match, Losers Bracket Round 1 between KM Keaton and KitKat. And then 6 p.m. Eastern, tomorrow, we have another Twilight Princess match, Winners Bracket Round 1 doubleheader. We've got Simikins versus Mandragon and Bruggles versus Mofat. And to wrap up the night tomorrow, we have at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Skyward Sword Randomizer Tournament, Winter Tournament 2021, Group 2, Winners Bracket Round 2 between Gymnast and Exto.
One downside, though, is right now it looks like of the 3 Twilight Princess 70% matches, only the 6 p.m. is currently going to actually be restreamed at the moment.
Well, unfortunately, that might be the case. Not too many volunteers. And then I've got coming up later this week and throughout the Friday into the weekend, we've got a lot of Ocarina of Time randomizer races. That our next Zelda 2 one will be this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Swiss Round 2 between Ghost Dunk and Victor Santa Fe. What Zelda games do lack randos at this moment? The only main series Zelda games that lack randomizers are the Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, and Link to the Between the Worlds, really, at this point. Most of the others have randos.
Well, I think it's all of the 3DS ones just don't have randos because 3DS.
It's tricky to... Yeah, it's hard to program, more or less. Well, the Phantom Hourglass, I've heard, has a rando in the works, which would be really big, because I think that would get it as a good sign for randos for the other 3DS Zelda games. Yeah, 788! Dr. J's been wandering around this map quite a lot, and has been picking up quite a lot of feedbacks. Still not finding Guma, this is taking a while. Yeah, for the most part, for most randos, it's only one version that, typically the original version, that has the randomizer. And yeah, with Link's Awakening, they decided that LADX is randomized. You kinda don't randomize Link's crossbow training, I'm pretty sure. I also don't count that as a main series game. Breath of the Wild technically only has an external randomizer, but with how the nature of the game is, there's not really a way to randomize it the way the other Zeldas have randos. And here we go, Attack 7 Guma should hopefully take a little less time than Alan's, I think, Attack 5 Guma did. And there we go, Dr. J's taking down Guma. Now there'll be his 5th gem at an hour 23.
I mean, I'd say the biggest reason LADX versus LA is gotta have that color dungeon.
I saw him with 88 months silvering up P-bags. Well, yeah, it does happen, Trills. A lot of autopiloting for sure. Alright, Jay's P3 is right next door. There he is.
And not getting that attack 8.
He'll get it when he finishes P3.
I mean, if he waits for it on P3, though.
Fair enough. He doesn't need it at this point. He's at 788. It's whichever. And okay, he does have Thunder. Thank you for confirming. Because, yeah. Technical issues have caused tracking in particular to go a bit out the wazoo. Yes, he did, Trails. Paused the gem and left. Also has every spell in the book except for, the life spell, which he really doesn't need. Life Fate, 8 heart containers, Magic 8 and 8 heart magic containers, Attack 7. He's equipped with everything he really needs at that point.
Well, to be fair, he already knows he can get it here on the last gem, and he's likely resetting to go to GPs, so it's not like the extra life from 9 will be useful.
No, not really. Azura's the Japanese name of one of the bosses. I don't remember which offhand. Nor do I remember where this Rebanak is for Jay. Well, apparently right there. Ah, that's what it is. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Irene. Yeah, that was a very quick Rebanak, Attack 7, really making a quick dent in it, and it looks like Jay is gonna go all the way to Attack 8. 8 it is, everyone. That is actually, did not know that, Irene, saying, of course that isn't his actual name, even in Zelda 2's English version, that's an overall error. Of course that is only the official name, and the net cap and show it best, since it's official media.
Interesting. That the XP is not actually Attack 8, it's Life 9.
Oh, that's interesting.
So he's not actually getting Attack 8 because of that. Because it's like another 2,000 on top to get Attack 8.
Did not realize. Alright, so nope. Huh. Interesting. That is... What do you know?
Life 9 is the 7900. Attack 8 is about like 9500 or something. I can't remember what I saw.
Ouch. Alright, here's the mint green GP for Dr. J, though it seems to be slightly better, mostly probably because he's on console, so it due to slightly lower graphics quality might be helping it a bit. It's still not great though.
Will we get Falcon Knife on his?
Good question. Good question. Oh yeah, there's absolutely a lot of cases player guides add random stuff, and also especially Zelda 1 and probably and to a lesser degree Zelda 2. They did not have the greatest localizations in the world, I'll put it that way. Like the opening scroll of Zelda 1 is known for is a bit infamous for having some pretty funny typos and wording errors, and just generally not the greatest translations. So, like, Barba is actually Volvagia, which you probably know as, oh, Dr. J takes a lava bath.
Oh, he didn't even get hit by the friend there.
I think he just got. I think he fell in trying to avoid it. Chat can't see it, but we can see his face cam on the comms page, and he does not look happy. Worst part is the localization of this game is more accurate than the guides. Yeah, Barba's not a bad name. I think it's in part due to the way V's are translated in Japanese somehow or other. When it was Barba is English, it's actually Volvagia, which is a name you might recognize from the Ocarina of Time game, with the fourth game in the series. Yeah, no, Battleland's the same, just slightly funky localizations. Language quirks.
The way those skeleton legs are moving right now on this color background is really kind of weird. It's like the legs are flashing in and out.
Yeah, they are, because they're so skinny, and between that, it being on console, so a little fuzzy, and the background, skeleton's legs don't entirely exist.
And I think he decided he doesn't want to have that fun room.
I don't think he does. This room's not much better either, though. Hi, Chicken Knight, and that giant bubble is not the friendliest sight in the world.
I mean, at least this room doesn't have lava for him to fall in.
At least there's that.
Oh, was that a game over?
Yeah, that was. They only have one life, Shadow. They were getting a lot of game overs today.
With 8 life hearts and life 8.
It still helps. It helps, but that's so is only so much damage you can take in the end, and a lava bath will kill you no matter how much health you have. So.
Ooh, some of these enemies hurt, it seems.
Yeah, some of those flying head enemies taking off nearly a full bar of health. Ouch.
Pretty much a full bar of health, it actually looks like.
Yeah, 3/4 it looks like. That's a ouch. Yeah, just getting past this room is a nightmare with that many flying heads.
So, about that life spell we don't have yet.
Yeah, it's behind the trophy, and I don't remember where Alan found it, so, but Dr. J, I don't believe has it, and certainly isn't going to go track it down at this point, so never mind. So he's just stuck without a life spell. Does have shield spell, though, I think. Yeah, he should have shield spell. As the giant bot takes down even more of his already minimal health. Hi, chickens! Ooh, casting shield spell just barely in time to not die, but he's down to no health at all now. Anything will cause him to die. This is
thematic now.
There is that.
A lot of
And-
king bots there today.
Yeah, there is a lot of king bots in GP. Alright, let's see how long it takes for Dr. J to die. Because he probably is.
So I missed when Alan did this. Did he actually do Thunderbird and it was
He
required?
did.
Or
It's an
it's
immediate
not
dead end.
required? Oh, it's
an
ha!
immediate.
Oof.
And that's a death for Jay, who did have a life there, but is down to the 1 life. Yeah, this is, you get past Thunderbird and you immediately get a dead end. It's not even you go down 5 or 6 rooms to a dead end. It's an immediate, you're done.
Why is shouldn't he also be casting shield? Didn't he skip shield there for jump?
He cast Reflect, I believe.
Well, I thought both of them have use, or can you not use both at once?
I'm not sure. Reflect is preferable to shield, I believe, with these fireballs.
Well, if I remember, Reflect is because it's a hitbox size reduction.
I'm not sure either, but it might just be wanting to be conserving his magic for later as well. And Thunderbird is going down fairly quickly at attack 7. As Dr. J tries to not get hit, and there we go.
Yeah, I mean that's why pretty much like all the runners will cast it if they have it and it's cheap enough, because it makes it so they can avoid a lot of those fireballs more because the hitbox is smaller.
Yeah, Dr. J, seeing this dead end, is hoping it's not a dead end, because there are a few fake dead ends with community rooms. But nope, that's a dead end. And Dr. J is confirming, doesn't look too happy, and is back to start. Yeah.
Yeah, not used to seeing them walk through a room like that because they're all used to. I'm used to watching them turn around like, "Up, dead end, go away." Now they actually have to kind of like walk through those and see if it's really a dead end or not.
I believe that one is still definitely dead end, but there are a few fake dead ends to be found in community rooms, and I don't know if that's one of them. Alan assumed it was a dead end and noped out. Dr. J went to the end and then noped out. Back to this fun room. Let's see how much health Dr. J gets out of here with it. This time, a bit better. The next one's not. This one's worse, though.
I was going to say, I thought the next one was the really fun one.
Yeah, this is the really fun one. Thankfully, Dr. J does know what's coming, so is a bit more prepared to hit those flying heads, and manages to make it through there in one piece, pretty much. And knows to wait for the right bot. This is much nicer the second time around, but you will get pretty badly jump scared in this GP your first trip to reach some of these rooms. And chat continuing to make some truly awful puns. Dr. J heading on down. Dealing with this chicken. Fair enough, Irene. Fair enough. Lag! There a minute, Dr. J tried to get past the chicken and got a little stuck. Beeps. That gets through and is on his way through this fun room. Finding himself some more chickens. I'm not even sure trying to refer to their Irene, but in this case, the spell today is, really not something you want to cast, considering it turns everything into chicken nights. Yeah, waffle room, or in this case, waffle room. Yeah, this is also a chicken and waffles room, because you've got a few chickens in here. Well, bird night is technically not not the chickens, but it's the same idea. No emoji rooms today. A little sad about that. One of the custom rooms, Shadow, that's pretty fun to see is that there's like a little. It's kind of like the waffle rooms in some ways, but instead there's emoji shaped blocks in the emoji pattern, more or less, frowny face. Pretty funny to see. One of my favorite rooms just to look at. Not the most fun to go through, though, just because of the block layout's actually a bit annoying to break through. Oh, that's a death for Dr. J. Dealing with this giant bubble. There we go. Didn't even give any health or anything for the effort, but at least it's down. No longer gonna be a pass. And a small bubble and a blue chicken right here. And the other waffle. That is true, Alan, but at this point, doesn't need it. Jay's at 7-8 days. Does not need more experience walking through this chicken statue room. And I think this is on the right way to Dark Link. Yep, here we are, finally! An hour 38 in, we've got Dark Link for Dr. J. Fair enough, Alan, fair enough. That lag was pretty something. And GG's to Dr. J, finishing second, 138.55. Unfortunately, he will not be joining us for an interview. Apparently, he is still really not amused about his stream dying earlier in the race. And so I think that'll be about it for us then. GG's to Dr. J. Unfortunately, taking a loss here will be down to 0-2. The most awkward part from Zelda Kisses. Yeah, there's a little implied scene here. Well, Zelda kisses Link, or whatever sprite you chooses to play as.
I guess I need to find somewhere to send everybody.
I guess so. We were going to raid Dr. J, but then we had such a good conversation that we just kept on going.
There's lots of options.
Idea is Willard J. Bradley, who I remember from Zelda, from LTTPR, was playing some Z2R himself.
Oh, why don't I see him in my search?
I don't know, he's streaming with the Zelda 2 Rando category.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good place to send everybody then. Oh, no, wait. That's 4 hours ago? No, I'm confused. Oh, yeah, it took me to the video. Gotta love Twitch, don't we all?
Yes, we do. But alright, shoutouts here to both of our runners, TheAlanHeffley and Dr. J, to our restreamer Shadow, and the shoutouts to chat for keeping us company, especially for keeping us straight on what the runners have seen and whatnot, just with all the technical issues and me being solo. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Let's go say hi to Willard J. Bradley.